So now let's do some dividing of radicals. Because if we multiply, you know we want to divide. It's like trying to have a peanut butter sandwich without jelly. It's peanut butter and jelly. Come on now. You guys are crazy. My brother actually just does straight peanut butter sandwiches. It's a strange thing. Okay, moving on. So if I'm going to divide, now our big old numbers are coefficients like 18 and 2. It's normal stuff. You're going to get the square root of, well, 18 divided by 2 is 9. But when you're dividing and you have your exponents, we've got to remember that we end up with subtraction. So 5 minus 3 is 2. So I have 9x squared. I've got to simplify that. What's the square root of 9? 3. That's a perfect square. You don't have to do a factor tree if you remember that. Okay? And then, square root of x squared, well, how many pairs of x's? It's just going to be 1. There's my answer. All nice and simplified. Whew. Now the next one, we have the cube root of 162 y to the 5th divided by the cube root of 3y squared. Well, if we divide these, I'm going to have the cube root of, well, 162 divided by 3 is 54. And then y to the 5th, y squared gives me y cubed. So let's break this down. I would have 2, 27, and then I have 3 and 9, 3 and 3. Well, there's a nice group of 3 threes. So I'm going to have 3 comes out. That 2 stays in. So I'll write that up there, jot her down. Then I got y cubed. How many groups of 3 y's? 1. So y to the first comes out. And then I've got the cube root of 2. Let me write that cube root again. Well, that's about it on that type. We've got a couple more challenging ones that are coming up. That looks better. Any questions so far? Well, then come into class, because I cannot answer the questions via this device right now. I don't have that capability. So you'll just have to come in. I'm hilarious. All right, one of each, one of each, one of each. See if you can do it. Pause the video. And then hit play for the work and the answers to pop on up. Alrighty, so there we have it. First one, dealing with cube roots. Multiply them together, you get 8x to the 10th inside that radical. Cube root of 8 we know is 2. We're going to see that one quite a bit, so you might as well know it. And then you got 3 groups of x's with 1 left over, which is why I jotted her down up there. And then we got our answer, though. The next one, when you divide, you end up getting 52, which breaks down to 2 and 26, and eventually 2 and 13 down there. So I got a group of 2 2's. 2 comes out. Remember, square root, so we're looking for pairs. 1 pair of x's here with 1 left over. So I would have that usually in my work right up top there. And yeah, so we get 2x square root of 13x. Fun. So much fun that you probably want to do some practice problems. So go online, get her done.